B. Okay, so the first thing is calcium a metal or nonmetal? Look it up. You'll see it's in group 2A. Raise your hand for points. I'll wait. Is that a metal or a nonmetal? Good. So that is, in fact, an alkaline earth metal. Okay. And then it's not a transition metal. So this is just the normal type 1, the simplest kind. So we just write calcium nitride. We don't need to worry about prefixes because it's not a nonmetal. Okay. The next one, oh, no, my bad, I'm not doing B because I just did B. Let me go back to, hello. Okay, so the next one is D, as in dog, Ag2S. Okay, so Ag is silver. Okay, so that one is, in fact, let's see if they put it on your list for you. Do they expect you to know it? Oh, good. Okay. So this one is just simple type 1. Okay. I'm gonna go back to where I was. All right. And then I'll let you do the last one yourself. And then what's next? Okay, and then we're going to go on to number 21. And I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to do number 21B as in boy. And this is the type that deals with a polyatomic ion. All right, so I'm going to pull up a picture. Where are you? Here are our polyatomic ions. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, and so B is CO3, PO4, 2. Okay, so cobalt is one of those pesky little transition metals. Okay, so we're going to have to do a Roman numeral for that one. Okay, so it's going to be cobalt, some, yes. All right. Cobalt, and then what this you got to look up in the polyatomic ion list here. So here it is. So it's going to be cobalt something phosphate. Okay, but we got to backtrack and figure out what is the charge. There's been some foreshadowing. What is the charge on cobalt? Okay, so phosphate itself. So just one phosphate, if you look at here, is -3. But we have 2 of them. So the total charge on all this is -6. You have 3 cobalts. So you got to ask yourself, 3 times what is +6? right? Because if there's no charge on this molecule and you don't see any, I didn't write that, right? If there was a charge on it, you'd say, oh, it has a positive 1 charge. But since the whole molecule is neutral, then these charges have to add up to 0. So 3 times what gives you positive 6? That's right. Has to be positive 2. So that's what tells you that cobalt, therefore, must be positive 2. So the answer is cobalt 2 phosphate. Okay. What's the next one? I'll try doing that one down here. 21D as in doggy. Okay. Aluminum, thankfully, is not a transition metal, so that part's pretty easy. So we just do aluminum. We don't need to worry about all that rigmarole of figuring out what the charge is. And SO4, you just look it up, and that's right, aluminum sulfate. And that's your final answer. And I'm going to let you do F from that one.